Thailand.
Team Thailand first
The
through
players
a
representing
revolving door.
Thailand. PHAKPOOM SANGUANSIN.
Absolutely love this entrance. How dramatic is this? I love it.
Pasaran.
Players
China.
but the Thai team is actually a little bit older.
The players representing
How the
China.
matches look. And now here are our superstars, Team China. First in line, Sun Jindong and LIN GAOYUAN.
It's almost like the diplomacy between the US and China embodied in those shoes there.
See on the board, it's men's team Group 1, final match of Group 1.
I can't help but smile when I say that the group stage is everyone trying to fight through to the round of 16, and for China it's more of a warm-up.
It really is, and that shows how dominant they are. PHAKPOOM with the serve. And what an opening rally.
Goodness gracious me, loop to loop, matching the golden hand, the Dark Knight in that department there. We've seen that they are human in the group stages. We've seen Ma Long drop a set, and we've seen, of course, Wang Chuqin as well against the Puerto Rican protege.
Quick note from the umpire for PHAKPOOM to move his arm out of the way. And yes, the Chinese team are human. We make them seem like they will never miss, but sometimes they do, and they do drop games.
They do. There's only been a handful of players that have been able to beat the very top Chinese. One of them participating on table 2, right? Tomokazu Hadamoto. We've seen a few of the Germans, Franziska, Ovtcharov, and of course the man who could beat the Chinese, that's how he's known, Timo Boll. As well as other legends that are now retired, like Waldner and Samsonov as well. And some Asian players like Lee Sang-soo and Jung Young-sik. No one from Thailand, though, has ever beaten a top Chinese in the modern era.
Net dribbler. 2, 3. And just from a confidence standpoint, it feels good to just get a point with Team China, especially in the beginning of the match.
Disturbing spin there.
Oh, it was deceiving. It looked like it was going to be very fast, but it wasn't.
I think because there was so much backspin on the push of LIN GAOYUAN, it was almost kind of neutralized by the spin of PHAKPOOM, which ended up having not as much spin as the Dark Knight thought.
And Team China, even though they are the overwhelming favorites, they are all business.
Absolutely. They respect their opponents. It's the reason why they train harder and harder. They wouldn't bother doing that if they underestimated their opponents.
Another net from PHAKPOOM.
At a couple now. He won't be complaining. He'll take all the ones that he can get against the Dark Knight.
It might become the strategy of choice, although China's pretty good at picking up nets, honestly.
Yeah. Can't remember who said it, but it was the harder I practice, the luckier I get. Obviously, they practice to hit it as low over the net as possible, so if anything, they are more likely to hit it.
4, 5. And here, the rest of the Chinese team, the ones that are not playing in this event, in the stands cheering on their teammates. Nice work by PHAKPOOM.
Turning the corner nicely.
And you can see his teammates are smiling behind their masks.
Yeah.
We're really happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really an opportunity for every team that gets to play China to be on the big screen and to kind of show their associations when they go home. This is what I did.
Exactly. This kind of match, despite the outcome, can be something that the Thai players can take back to try and get sponsorship, to try and increase the recognition. This is a moneymaker ultimately, whether it's direct or indirect, for a country like Thailand who don't have the best representation, don't have the best facilities, but they're trying to develop themselves and increase awareness about the sport. What a match this is here on table 1 to help with that.
And it really puts them on the map.
Yeah.
When you get to play Team China where the eyes are watching you, you get to be on the map, and that's so important.
Yeah, this match will be referenced whether you know, they win or lose.
Nice serve, reverse pendulum.
Bit into the table, didn't it? Wow, survived there out of the body.
7-all.
The Dark Knight is producing so much spin. Tough to tell where he's going sometimes as well. He's got a unique style, hasn't he? Quite a long stroke.
Great serve from the Dark Knight himself, Lin Gaoyuan.
I don't even know, that was so half long and low, I don't even know if that was top spinnable. But he's done well with the serve so far, PHAKPOOM.
No, he hasn't. Lin Gaoyuan's serve is no joke. No joke. Beautiful wind up. The technique from the Chinese team is just impeccable.
Yeah. So much transfer. Serving quite a lot into that sort of mid-forehand region there. The Dark Knight's going to favour the flick with the backhand.
He's very good at that flick.
Amazing with that flick, absolutely. Be more comfortable doing it from the middle or the backhand side, so serving into the forehand's good.
Oh, look at that counter loop.
9-all.
Now it's tied up, and it's quite the challenge.
The
from
tie
PHAKPOOM.
has tied. In this tie.
Nice one, Fraser. And again, a Thai team member with an opportunity to take the game.
I feel like he's going to have to be bold with this serve. I don't think the Dark Knight's going to want to have to spin slowly. I think he wants a rally here.
And he does it. Look at that backhand.
Goodness me. That's an absolute rocket. Looked like he was kind of out of position there. Came across from, didn't really play it under the armpit, played it a little bit wider from his body there. This could be clutch.
PHAKPOOM with the game point. Oh, but no chance on that one.
You just know as soon as the Dark Knight steps around and plays that forehand that you're in serious trouble. Perhaps a forehand down the line there by PHAKPOOM would have been a better option. It's easy to say that from up here in the commentary booth, though.
Deuce.
11-10.
These are the key moments where the Chinese seem to find another gear mentally and physically.
They're so good at endgame. And it is Lin Gaoyuan ultimately with the win.
First win to
But what a
China.
performance by PHAKPOOM. Gave some nice kicks to Lin Gaoyuan, allowing him to, or giving him almost permission to serve long instead of getting stuck with the short serves. And also staying a little closer.
Cross-court forehand. Winner against the Dark Knights. Not so surprised back to serve. It made to be look like there. Nice.
And it's important for all the Chinese players here to make sure they play well, because they want to be a starter when we get to the top 16.
100%. They don't want anyone having confidence against them.
1-2.
Service error there by PHAKPOOM. Obviously feels the pressure of Lin Gaoyuan's presence on the receive with that springy backhand flick, cutting forehand touch.
Nice cross-court block. And again, the Thai players you can see it behind their masks. They're smiling on the bench.
Every little point gives them a little kick of joy. From a lot of tours, including the Hungarian Open. He's beaten the very best, plays for the very best. It's easy to forget that A lot of people think about the comebacks that have been made against him, but actually he's still a phenomenon.
And he really earned his spot here. Originally not chosen for the team, he won the internal placement competition.
Yes.
He beat everyone else on the deep Chinese team in order to be here.
He did. I think he beat Zhang Peng in straight games in the final, who is a youth world champion twice. And who is here actually training, as is Lin Shidong, the other youngster.
And Champang and Lin Shidong will keep those names in mind.
And what is there, 3 floors to the Chinese national team centre? Come on. Most teams couldn't even get a room together of world-class players.
They're so deep. And all of that shows up here when they play. They're so good at endgame. They're totally focused. Nice backhand, PHAKPOOM.
Well, he comes through with that, ripping really. Revs back and comes through forwards, very compact stroke. LIN GAOYUAN's backhand is iconic actually, the silhouette of it. He even jumps sometimes when he plays it. But he's showing good stability in his game, the Thai, PHAKPOOM.
You know, LIN GAOYUAN's nickname is the Dark Knight, but it was established when he was so new on the scene. And I think maybe he needs a new nickname because he is no longer a surprise. He is an established player.
Right, that's a good point you made there.
4, 5.
Maybe Lin Shidong should be the new Dark Knight. We'll see. PHAKPOOM's backhand is a little different. You know, I think that's giving LIN GAOYUAN a little bit of trouble. It doesn't move out from the table as much.
I love it. I love the action of it.
Nice return, LIN GAOYUAN. Wow, this is great. So PHAKPOOM staying kind of right in this game. Usually in the second game we see a big gap in points.
Yeah, you'd expect LIN GAOYUAN to relax, especially as he saved game point and can just breathe a little bit easier.
But PHAKPOOM is right there.
5, 7.
And now 2-point lead.
Yeah, he's forgiven himself in the first game from not winning the game after having game point, but I think he's kind of perspectivized it because at the end of the day he didn't have the serves, so that's a big point to remember.
And the Chinese are so good at endgame. A lot of players struggle to close the game. When it's 9-9, how do I close the game? But the Chinese have the right plan in their mind.
Wow. Reverse pendulum serve there. And it's complete topspin. It looks like float or backspin. And PHAKPOOM misreads.
Oh, 2 in a row because it's so hard to read.
7.
Come on, I mean, what? You barely see a player misreading a serve twice, especially the same serve.
But it's so difficult.
My goodness me.
PHAKPOOM going for that big backhand. I'm glad he's going for the shots.
Yeah, maybe that was a little bit too much all or nothing though. LIN GAOYUAN blocked passively. It didn't have to be that big of a shot. He really went for it though.
He really went for it. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that backhand.
Look at the 4 backhands. He flicks the reverse pendulum, counters twice, and then furthest away from the table he's been in that rally, clips the net, but still. LIN GAOYUAN looks over to Chin Jidan and goes to, what?
What just happened?
Who is this guy?
9-all.
Oh, and now it's 9-9, but PHAKPOOM has the serve.
Different to game 1. 9-all, but now he has the serves. These are the moments that you thrive over or dive under. PHAKPOOM has the serve. Wow.
Oh, and now he has the game point. What a smart
9.
serve by PHAKPOOM.
He wanted to keep it tight and backspinny, and it was a beautifully executed serve, so fluid. And the Dark Knight just dumps it in the bottom of the net. He's doing it again.
Oh, it's tough when you get into a loop-to-loop rally.
10 all.
I'm kind of surprised with that serve that he played there. It wasn't the best serve. It was long, but it wasn't surprising. I would have probably tried to keep it tight again, maybe with a bit of float on it.
And now again, 10-10. Team China so good at endgame.
Second game point, LIN GAOYUAN serve. Should I say saved?
PHAKPOOM went for that too. He had to.
Yeah.
He had to.
He had to go for it, but it just looked a little bit too flat.
PHAKPOOM might not have been in the right position.
Mm.
Now it's his turn to save the point, save the game point. And he does it. And that's the serve.
11
The
all.
float serve.
That's the serve.
The Dark Knight can't produce as much topspin against a float serve with the flick as he can against a sort of slightly more backspinny serve.
Play.
Clever there. Maybe we should have done that at 10-9, but we're here at 11 all.
And he gets another game point. Look at that clever
12,
play
11.
by
Yeah.
PHAKPOOM.
That was better. The shot selection there. He didn't go for something too big. Did well to get that one out the middle. But it was spin.
And LIN GAOYUAN's face was, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why did I miss that? And LIN GAOYUAN
13-11. Second
Didn't
game to Thailand.
hit it, and I thought he would, but this is great for PHAKPOOM.
Third game. Thailand to serve. Love all.
You lose that first game, you sort of just let go.
Yeah, it would be easy to get carried away though now. It would be easy to get carried away. He has to reset. And so does the Dark Knight. He has to imagine that it's 0-0 and he didn't lose that last game.
And another huge backhand
All.
from PHAKPOOM. You can't see on screen, but as the match has progressed, more and more press and cameras have gathered on table one.
Yeah, as Adam Bobrow would say, tell your friends and grab a healthy beverage. This is probably the most watchable match right now happening on planet Earth. Always happens when the Chinese get challenged to this level.
And you're right, for PHAKPOOM, it's hard. You might overplay going into game 3. And you also have to temper the adrenaline. You're like, I did it, but my job's not totally done yet.
Right. All this tricky backspin serving, trying to slow spin, it's not suiting him right now against PHAKPOOM, so I expect to see a few more open rallies again.
6-1.
I feel that LIN GAOYUAN has turned it up a notch on the serve. And we've seen that with the Chinese team in other matches in the group stage. Again, two very, very clever, very deceptive serves.
1-7.
This game is more simple now, the Dark Knight. Serves are tighter, getting him with the third ball. Look at the score.
I really do feel like the dial has been turned up for LIN GAOYUAN. He's like, no more of this being close.
Yeah.
That's not good for me.
Now let's not make this a contest. Let's just get the job done. Definitely an element of that in Chin Chi-Jan's advice.
Oh my goodness. PHAKPOOM almost made that, and now Wang Chuqin smiling in the corner.
Part of it, I think, was the reluctant attach, and then the fact that he went for an even bigger shot to finish. It was kind of comedic. You can understand why Wang Chuqin is laughing there. And Lin Gaoyuan's laughing here with a 10-1 lead.
And what a recovery on that shot. Now things look easy for Lin Gaoyuan. Well, PHAKPOOM almost got that back, but it is Lin Gaoyuan asserting his dominance, 11-1.
Absolutely not. I mean, I was looking at the sweat there on PHAKPOOM's shirt. If that was Hugo Calderano, he would have changed about 5 or 6 by now.
And a nice mention of Hugo Calderano. I mean, his goal is to play China in this event. And so Team Thailand already got that opportunity.
He's a man who feels he has a point to prove, Hugo Calderano.
Nice work, PHAKPOOM. Great forehand.
Nice touch there by the Dark Knight, saying to PHAKPOOM, right, okay, I'm going to keep it short. You send it long. See what I do with that. Lightning quick, isn't it? So nimble, the Dark Knight. There's something about him there. A bit different to the Chinese. He's more speedy, it seems, than powerful. Obviously, he possesses a lot of power.
Yeah, he does seem more speedy, but also just smooth. Like that looks so easy. No straining. Ooh, and a little, almost like a sigh, like a sucking in of air from Lin Gaoyuan. He knew, oh, that wasn't supposed to miss.
Yeah. So much quality on the serve of the Dark Knight that you're almost forced to open the rally unless you have an amazing touch. Oh! It's not often you see the Dark Knight lobbing down opponents, is it?
No, that's really rare. But what a nice, beautiful point.
Can put the icing on the cake there, PHAKPOOM. Some of those forehands, God almighty, I'm surprised the ball hasn't cracked.
I'm surprised the ball hasn't cracked either. And it bounced over the barrier off this red carpet.
2-4.
PHAKPOOM going for those backhands. They were working in the first 2 games, but it's Lin Gaoyuan who has changed and not PHAKPOOM. PHAKPOOM can still make it, but it's Lin Gaoyuan who has changed the speed and spin.
2-5.
And the Dark Knight is not getting those backhands back.
It's like he's been fed multi-ball for 1,000 blooming years, the way he's hitting these backhands. It's just incredible, isn't it? That's against backspin as well, Barbara.
It is. It was crazy.
Oh.
Touch shot, going for a touch shot. Didn't quite make it.
That ball was just fizzing with spin there from the Dark Knight. Goes for the fanning backhand, PHAKPOOM.
And the Dark Knight asserting himself, 6-point lead. Making sure everyone knows those first 2 games were an anomaly.
Yeah. This has been a very, very enjoyable match to watch, though.
And PHAKPOOM's backhand, I'm gonna go watch those and learn how to do that.
Yeah. I think there's something anyone can learn from them. Even the Chinese will look back and wonder how he's played so powerfully against the long backspin pushes of the Dark Knight. 7 match points.
Let 10-3.
And the Dark Knight with his own backhand finishes it off. 11-3 in game 4. And Team China takes the first tie, 3-1. But great play, PHAKPOOM. Should be
Honestly,
proud.
absolutely. I mean, how can you not smile there? Really challenged the Dark Knight. I mean, look at that backhand to finish.